Hi folks, it's Chris Kiefer here from the COVID Airway Safety course. I'm going to go through donning and doffing for you. I'm going to give you the proviso that your institution's IPAC may have a very specific sequence they want you to use, which may not be identical to what I show you today. Nonetheless, I'm going to go through this with you guys, mostly to show you some common errors and bloopers that we've been seeing. Okay, so I'm going to start with my mask. Okay, so in terms of the mask going on, we're going to take that bottom strap and put it in the nape of our neck, okay, and top strap behind our ears. We're then going to bend the metal portion over our nose, the bridge, to form a nice tight seal, and we're going to perform a seal check, blowing out, feeling for any leaks of air. I'm then going to put my goggles on, okay, and that'll be followed by my face visor. Detail of the face visor here, very important that it doesn't become a sun hat and sit up here where you're going to get lots of viral particles in your face, but really rest on an angle that's going to cover your face properly. If you have long hair that dangles into your face, a bouffant cap would go on. Very important that it goes on last, okay? Because if it goes on first, it's going to be underneath other straps and will not come off easily when you need to remove it. So the next thing I'll do is I'll put on my gown. Okay, and lastly, my gloves. Okay, a really important detail here. The most common PPE breach that we've seen in all of our trainings has been the wrists. Okay, so very important that you get as much of the gown down as low as it will go on your arms, and you get good coverage there. Okay, so I'm going to go through doffing now. Okay, it depends on your institution. You may double glove. If you do, first thing that's going to come off is your outer gloves. Okay, and then if you're wearing a bouffant, that would follow. Okay, the next thing I'm just going to demonstrate is that under a pair of gloves. So the way we're taking our gloves off is we're grabbing them at the palm, okay, rolling them down, right, and then we're going to have to just sneak under the glove here, form a ball, and dump them. You'll notice that when I did this, I probably contaminated myself on my fingertips, with my index and my thumb. And that is why the COVID scrub is so important. We'll go through that for you again. There's a video, a separate video you can see, but I'll just do that quickly with you guys, okay? So lots of hand sanitizer because we're covering a larger surface area and spending more time than you normally would, okay? So we're doing palms, palmar webs, dorsal webs, knuckles, thumb, tips. Okay, and when we do tips, we're going to get the nails themselves and the tips here. And that's very important because we probably just contaminated our thumb and index fingertip. And finally, we would do wrists, but our wrists are covered by the gown, so we're going to leave that alone for now. So next thing we'll do is we'll untie the waist of the gown. So you notice it's very important for me to puff my chest out and keep my chin off my chest. If I don't have good shoulder flexibility, I'm not really trying it, I'm quite likely to contaminate my chin and neck on the gown. Okay, so when taking off your gown, good posture. So another important thing, once I've untied at the neck, very important that I don't then come and remove my gown like this, which we sometimes do when we're trying to be Hulk Hogan and remove our gown dramatically. Okay, in a COVID situation, a contamination situation, really in any situation, you untie the gown at the shoulders and you roll it forward. Okay, we're going to roll that gown forward, make it into a little ball, and toss it into the appropriate disposal bin. Now we're going to wash our hands again, and we're going to leave the hot room into the ante-room. When we leave, we're going to use the door handle with our hand. It's called a handle for a reason. If we use our elbow or we use our butt, we're going to contaminate areas that aren't very easy to clean. We're going to be cleaning our hands many more times here. So use the handle, and we step into the ante-room. Because we just touched the handle that could be contaminated, we wash our hands again. I'll just do this, but that's symbolizing our 7-part COVID scrub. So now when we're going to be taking off our headgear, we're going to be doing it with a slight lean forward. So hinging at the hips, okay? And we have a few straps up here. It can be a bit confusing. So the first thing that comes off is our face shield. So to identify that strap, I'm reaching to the back. I'm going to pull on it a few times. That'll give me the proprioceptive information that this is indeed my face shield. Take my face shield off, let it drop into the disposal bin. Wash my hands again. 7-part COVID scrub. Hinging at the hips again, we're going to go for the goggles. I can pull on them to identify them, get that proprioception, take them off, let them fall into the disposal bin. Gonna wash our hands again. Okay, last is gonna come the mask, bottom strap first, up and over the head. Okay, and then the upper strap, up. I always find these things get stuck to my head. We're gonna drop that away. Now we need to wash our hands yet again. 7-part COVID scrub. We're gonna exit the anteroom, hand on the handle, into the hallway, and our final scrub. Okay, so those are some donning and doffing details. Thanks very much.